Unless I like pin it. I can pin it to me and okay, no. No, it's fine. FYI, you're probably gonna see me redoing my hair like 10 times in this video because when it's in a bun, I redo it like every 10 minutes.
I'm feeling strangely sane today. I am amazing, brave today.
I thought it'd be cooler in the evening. Oh yeah, look, I'm getting the heat pimple. Can you see? Give me the rain, please. I'm not about this. I'm not about this. Give me the snow. Hi everyone! Wagwan, vanakkam. Welcome to my very humid Q&A because I am boiling. I've shaved my legs for the first time in ages. Why? Because the hair's trapping the heat. Look at this! I was supposed to make up like the entirety of my background, but a little while ago on my Instagram, if you don't follow me at nickyroseroshini acting. I was about to say .com, that doesn't exist. If I keep looking around, that's because there's bare flies right now. So yeah, a little while ago on my Insta stories, because I didn't really know what to do for my introductory video, so I asked people, oh, like, ask me some questions, set me some challenges.
And then I just went and didn't use any of that.
I just did my own thing. But since I have the questions, I was like, let me just use it. I might as well use it and do my first Q&A already. Whoa, popular, whoa. But yeah, are you ready? Because I'm ready, so let go. It's a bird. I'm very prepared. I've got my fan, my £1 fan from Tiger. I used to work at Flying Tiger, and every time I told people that, they'd be like,
oh what, Tiger?
and I'd be like,
No. Did I say it twice? Did you hear an echo?
Tiger, the shop, not the club. I didn't work at the club. Anyway, yeah, I'm ready. I've got my fan and I've got my book. I've got two answers in bullet points. Just in case I look at the questions and I'm like, I tend to do that. Like, I have great answers for everything in life, but I hate thinking on the spot. Like, sometimes I freeze. But anyways, let's do this. Wait! Before we start, earring check. Do you see them? Can you see them? It's great. I made this really fun for myself. I like pre-wrote the questions on pieces of paper and I put them in here. So it's like a pick me up. What? Lucky dip. So I don't know what I'm, you know what? Just forget it. Here we go, question number 1. This is from Cabs, my mate. He asks, what is your favorite food? It's just littering. Do you mean like cuisine or item? Because that's different things. I'm asking as if he can answer right now, but he can't. I'll give you both. So cuisine, I mean, if you didn't already know, I'm Sri Lankan. Oh no, I said that in my last video. You should have been listening. So I love Sri Lankan cuisine, but that's just a given. After that, I'd probably say like Korean / Taiwanese. Oh my lord, bao buns are heaven. Like, I could eat those every day for dinner. I guess bao buns would be the item, yeah. So cuisine is like Sri Lankan, Korean, Taiwanese. Item is bao buns. Or mutton rolls, because I feel like all Tamils of the world will come for me if I don't say that. Thank you, Kebs. Next question. Bobs, my mate Bobs, aka Borthra, aka Earth to Infinity, aka the person that did my logo, asks, what is the hardest part of the creative process? Thank you for your question. All of it. No, I'm joking. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hard parts, but one of the hardest things for me personally anyway, because everything's gonna be different for, here we go, redo number 1. This answer is going to be different for everyone, but for me, one of the hardest things is focusing on one thing at a time. Creatives, we tend to have, like, this is our brains constantly. We're always having ideas, you know, ideas come to us before bed, in the shower, eating breakfast, all the time. And I know if I was to, you know, stop doing all the things that I'm doing and just do one thing for like a solid week, I'd probably finish it. I'd probably smash it out, get it done, boom. But I can't, I don't work that way. So it's a lot, you know? Even like, you know, like thinking of, because I like to do like nice layouts on my Instagram. So even thinking of that is a creative thing for me. Like, that's a creative task. It takes a lot of mental energy. So there's never really a time when I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna focus on this one thing. I think the other thing would be constantly having to be your personal cheerleader. Like, don't get me wrong, I know like the family and friends who will genuinely wish me well, but no one is ever really gonna be as like 100% as passionate and determined as you are, about a project or about even just like making it in this industry. And some days that's just like a bit like, oh, you have to remind yourself why you're doing it, or remind yourself to take a break, because creatives don't do that enough. They won't just stop and rest and chill for a bit. It's like there's always this constant pressure to be making. It's a blessing when you find those who genuinely just want to bring you higher up in this industry, because that's all, like, come on, you know, life is too short. Everybody gas everybody up, please. Next question. This is already at 10 minutes. This is gonna take me a very long time because I can go on tangents. Okay, so this is from my friend Stephen, Wagwan Brethren. He says, what have you learned from your time at Paines Plough? Well, thank you for asking, Stephen. So for those who don't know, Paines Plough is a touring theatre company based in London, Waterloo to be exact. And I worked there for a year, what just happened? For a year as a trainee producer. So, you know, I can like produce my own stuff now. Yeah, the reason I said it was funny that he asked is because I founded and created a vlog for them for like different reasons. We only got to release one video whilst I worked there, and I don't work there anymore. But I have a whole archive of like videos that I made and vlogs that I made about stuff that I learned there, about stuff that I did. Like I went on the road, I toured with them. So those are coming. If you want to know more about what a producer does, or because a lot of people don't know, like to be honest, I didn't know until I did the job. If you want to know more about what a producer does or how a touring theatre company works, they're just based in an office. They're not like, it's not where you go to watch a show. They create the work and take the work to other venues where you go watch it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. He's also asked me, excuse me, what? How many burps? What did you learn from the music videos you're in? Well, one thing I did learn, and I also had this piece of like knowledge confirmed by a workshop I did recently. So I want to work in theatre and film, and they're both very different mediums. But in film, I've realized that directors and editors don't really care as much as you do about giving your best acting performance. What they're more interested in is the visuals. Like, are these actors that I have giving us the correct images? Why was this an image? The correct images and the correct visuals that I want to tell the story. Like, for example, I was in the cricket anthem for 2019. Like there was like a song for the World Cup, and I got to be in that video for like 2 seconds. But still, I'll like play a little clip now. I was only in that for a little bit, but they were filming us for like 5-10 minutes, which is a long time. Me and this other girl, we were really trying to think of stuff to talk about, you know, and I was really putting in effort, like, oh my gosh, really? Like, is that what happened? But I was really putting like, you know, trying to make the expressions like big. But then the part of the video that actually got used was when I was like, ah, like I did something like that. Like I was genuinely laughing at something that the other girl on set with me was saying, and that's the bit they used. All they want is picture. Next one from Harini. Hey girl, she asks, what are your tips for people who are interested in modeling? But I'm not like a model with an agency, blah de blah. I'm not a model, but I model. Does that make sense? I would say the most important thing is gaining confidence in front of the camera and doing poses on your own. I remember my first like modeling experience was when I did a wedding fashion show. It's called the Tamil Wedding, and it's like a catwalk, yeah, and you display these wedding saris, very elegant. This was back in like 2015, 16, one of them. The whole catwalk thing was fine. Prior to the catwalk starting, it was the photo shoot, yeah? So the hired photographers for the, the photographers who are hired for the event, they take all the pics of everyone when they're glammed up and dressed. So our team was like first for the pictures, and I think I was one of the first ready, so I was the first one to have my pictures taken. And I went, you know, I'm here with my sari, like standing in front of the dude.
Have you done this before?
Yeah.
Yeah, meaning yes, my amma has taken photos of me when I'm in saris, yeah. So he's like,
Okay, do your thing then.
and I'm like,
I don't know what poses to do. I don't know.
I was like waiting for his direction, like, you know, they're all right, they're nice, but I could have done better in terms of posing. I was like, no, it's fine. Like, I just need to gain more confidence. What I did was I came across random people on Instagram and I DM'd them and I was like, hey, like, I want some more pics for my profile. Would you like to collaborate? Blah, 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 blah. And I got pics like these for free because you both just want a bit more exposure and a bit more for your portfolio, I guess. You both do this ish for free. This is the great thing about just DMing creatives for collabs. For collabs. They will most likely not ghost you because creatives just want to collaborate. We just want to make stuff. So if you ask someone, chances are they'll be like, yeah, sure, I'm down. When and where? Just do it. Nike, sponsor me, please. I'm on the last post-it note, exciting. Just as the sun is setting, great. This is from my cousin, Bubsy, hi. Bubsyaka asks 3 questions, so I will try not to ramble on for too long. First question is, what inspired you to embrace and not shy away from being Tamil/Asian? I mean, I've always been very in touch with my roots and like culture ever since I was young, thankfully, to my parents. Big up! That's my mum right there. Thanks, Ma! Ma, I mentioned you in my video, so I was just saying thank you. You know, my first language was Tamil, and then I learned English when I went to nursery. I've grown up watching the movies, listening to the songs, speaking it with my grandparents and family. I guess it comes down to confidence within me. Like, the more confident I became as a person, the more I wanted to embrace every part of me. But that is the 3rd burp. How rude. Yeah, like I remember being quite reserved and like shy when I was younger. When you grow and you become more confident and you find your identity and you know who you are and what you're about as a person, then you don't really care about what anyone else thinks, you know? Also, people of color, no, people of the global majority, PGM, new term. PGM peeps, we've had to grow up in a world where, you know, anything which is other is perceived as less than and something that's not the norm. You know, like we might have been laughed at or ridiculed, or we might have like felt uncomfortable in certain situations, like, I don't know, like, oh, for example, amales, that's a very Tamil thing, like a, Ma, how would you describe a male? Yeah. A garland. That. Yeah. Thank you. So that's a very Tamil thing, a garland. And I remember for my, when I came back from my Isle of Wight trip in year 6, my grandma greeted me as I was getting off the coach with a chocolate male. So it was like a garland made of little chocolates, like loads of chocolates. Incredible thing. She sat there sewing all of these together on like a ribbon, like a massive ribbon, and she's putting that on me, but I'm more like,
No, like don't do that, that's so embarrassing, like all my friends are here, stop.
you know, that's an example of a situation where we might have been like, ugh, my culture. But when you grow up and you realize that your culture and your ancestry and your history and where you come from is your superpower, especially within the creative industry where everyone is dying to stand out and be different, once you realize that, you own it and you don't look back. Thank the Lord. Her second question is, where do you see yourself in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? Share your vision with us. Damn. This is probably good for me for life, actually. I mean, I'm a planner, but I'm also a firm believer of what will be, will be. So just enjoy the ride. But anyway, I'll still do this. 2 years, I want to be I want to be earning a decent amount of income from the arts industry. I want to have more professional credits as an actor. I have a few, but I want a lot more within theatre or film or TV, whichever. I maybe have put on the play that I'm currently writing. Yeah, I've put that on by 2 years' time. That's doable. 5 years. I want to have my own place by then. You know what? Yeah, screw it. I want to be starring in my own comedy TV show by then. Not a side character, the protagonist, the main one. Like the Mindy Project-esque type of show. 10 years. I want to have found my soulmate by then, like the person that I'm going to be with. If you're watching this video, hi. Maybe have had kids by then? Oh, that sounds so near. Yeah, that's all I can really think of, actually. That's way too far into the future. And her last question, and the last question of this entire Q&A. What mark would you like to make using this platform? Like I've always, well, yeah, for a long time, I've wanted to be the first South Asian woman to do something. You know how like Lily Singh is like the first South Asian woman to have like a nighttime chat show. Something like that, you know, I want to be the first to do something. And who knows, maybe that will be something on YouTube or like with this channel. If not, I guess it's just to entertain, really. Yeah, I just wanted to use this platform to entertain, give myself more exposure. I'm not gonna lie, you know, it's another way of like getting people to see me and to know about me. Share my stories and experiences, because I have a lot of those. And I've really grown into the fact that the genre is quite fluid these days anyway, but like the main genre that I want to be known for in this industry is comedy. So, you know, this is a great platform to put like comedy skits onto, and if I get scouted by a casting director, then great. You know what, scrap everything I just said. That is all I want from this platform. Thank you, bye. And we're done. I didn't even have to use my fan once. Stay happy, keep drinking water, and I'll see you in the next video. Whatever that is, because I don't know what it is. Yeah! Also, big up The Office US! If anyone out there also likes The US Office, because that's like basically my favorite show ever right now. I got this t-shirt from a website called Redbubble, and it's actually based in the UK. Thank you. I was looking for so many, and all of them are based in the US, and I was like, I ain't paying that shipping, no. This is not an ad, I only have 2 videos, let's all chill out. But like, it's got all the characters, like a cartoon version of them. It's just, I love it, I love it. So yeah, if anyone was interested, that's where I got my top. Sweet, see ya.